Namaste, my witchlings. How is everybody doing today? I'm not too bad myself. Shocked that I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking my pumpkin spice coffee because I acquired some peppermint mocha cold foam that is now topping my peppermint mocha creamered coffee. So, yum. Glad to hear Mimi's doing okay. How are you doing today, Joram? Scritchy butchy, there we go. Cool. All right. I am... My gasters, my flabbers are gasted today. I have something to rant on during the after show, but oh my... The Truth Social post did. All right, y'all. Oh, let's see. I'm going to put these earrings in. Nope. Haha. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh. Do. There we go. I has earrings. I is happy. I'm doing fairly good. My back hurts, though. What are we doing today? We are not doing that. Just kind of chilling out, waiting for anybody else who wants to come in. But I'm beginning to think nobody else is going to join us here, so... Oh, I'm so sorry you're doing worse, Joram. Hey, Will. Oh, that's right. We're just seeing their ats and not their actual name. Now that's interesting. Yeah. all of them are their at and not their screen names. Hey Rex. Sorry, we're sitting here looking. We're looking at our version of the chat, and normally I see your screen names. Today I am seeing your usernames. This is interesting. Gotta love technology when it's wonky. All right, everybody, we're gonna do our usual thing and say, please. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Anyway. Namaste, my witchlings. How are we doing today? I am here. I am awake. These are good things. While we wait for everybody to come in and get settled in and chilled out, I'm going to remind you all to please be mindful of the energy you bring into this space, and you will be respectful in my chat, because if you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding your ass with the band hammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Now that that's done, I'm going to drink some more coffee. Coffee. That's fine. And we're going to... Oh no, there's more. Whee! Look at that! I made enough room. Oh, and it was hotter. Wow. Thank gods for hot coffee. All right, y'all. Oh, I think I'm going to buy the man behind the curtain coffee mug warmer like I have on my desk for his. All right. Oof. We will talk, Joram. All right. But for now, I can now no longer see the chat, so we're going to actually get started. Oh, puppy. Come here, puppy. Oof. Boop. There's puppy. Okay, get the hair out of the pits. Ow! I just tried to yank on my septum. Alright, y'all. Today's stream dives into tender truths and hopeful turns, from navigating old wounds and rising into deeper connection to remembering simple self-care like softening our faces and tending our own hearts. Okame brings joy and balance, and our Zen reminds us to live wildly, serenely, lovingly aware. Come sip some magic with me. Namaste and welcome, my witchlings. Welcome, one and all, to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, where we weave together the sacred spiral flow, honoring the day, listening to the cards, and caring for ourselves along the way. So, welcome back, or if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch and guide through the spiral that we flow with every single day. So let's step into today's together. So let's go grab our favorite crystal. I'm just going to play with my heart-shaped quartz. Grab your favorite crystal, light your candle or incense, cozy up with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug today, and let's step into today's spiral of wisdom and self-care together. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing, because it helps our Witchling circle grow and it keeps our daily spiral turning. And Witchlings! Yay, Witchlings! I have some super exciting news. The channel is officially monetized, which many of you knew, and you can now join as a Witchling member. And when you join, you'll unlock all sorts of goodies, such as access to our private Discord community, custom emojis of the critters and yours truly, priority responses to your comments, early access to new videos, members-only content, plus exclusive chats and live streams just for our circle. Your membership helps me keep creating all of this magic that you see around us, and it lets us stay connected in deeper, more meaningful ways. So, if you feel called to support the channel and step a little bit closer into the coven, tap that join button and come on in. And then your free way to support us, if you so choose, is to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. And we do have other social media where you can keep up with me. Now, I hear you, Jerome. Hey, Mimi. Yay! Candlelit, crystal in hand. That is good. This witch is drinking coffee. Yes, I saw T-Rex and I said hi to Raven. Yep. Mental note. Don't hiccup when you have a mouthful of coffee. All right. We have birthdays and a Witchling anniversary today. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Birthdays! Yes, my mind has gone more than usual today. Please bear with me. It's Thursday. How the fuck is it already Thursday? Wasn't it just Monday yesterday? Nope. All right, here we go. Snip that. We have 2 birthdays and a Witchling anniversary today. So, first is a high school classmate that I just thought was the coolest guy ever. Oh my God. Steve, I hope your birthday rocks. And next we have an Ohana birthday. My soul sister, Erin, has this amazing wife who is celebrating her special day today. Lacey, I hope you and Erin have an absolutely fantabulously wonderful day. And then last but not least, of course, we have one of my mods celebrating her anniversary today. A decade together. Congrats, my friend. Mimi, I hope you and your partner are having the absolute best day. So, happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. And we also are still holding our candle for Cat's manager with the NICU baby and all of us who have loved ones who are dealing with some really shitty situations. And now with the lighting of this flame, may our light be a beacon of hope in the darkness for those who are stumbling or lost along the way. We're also holding our light for survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence all around the world. And with the lighting of our flame, our circle is now closed. And we invite the ancestors to be with us today. And once again, do not forget, do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. You go over there. Cards go over there. All right. Yay, Raven! Thank you, Raven. You're a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. Our coven is growing. I have an itch. Give me a second. Oh, Frogger. Oy. My MCAS is being a bitch today. That's why I'm itchy all over. It's going to be a freaking antihistamine day. All right. How's everybody doing? We have a new Witchling member of the channel. We have Raven Wizard. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. I so appreciate you. Slightly wheezy, but that's okay. That's okay, Mimi. We'll figure it out. Because I do not want anybody spending money they can't afford. Yes. We are trying to figure out how to set up a stream and where we can be able to gift some of the memberships. So, we'll see how it goes. And I wonder... That's true. But I'm wondering, do the mods have access to everything that... Okay. Interesting to know. I haven't looked into it yet, so... What day in November are you referring to? The Patreon, Joram? Or here? I'm not positive. So, let me take a quick look. And unless you're... Who's it? You're public with your subscriptions, we will not necessarily see it. And let's see. Nope, not what I wanted. How the fluff? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not being able to find it on Patreon on the phone either. Bummer. That's what I thought. Okay. On YouTube, the man behind the curtain is looking to see if he can find it. You do not have your subscriptions public, therefore I can't see when you joined, unfortunately. I wish I could. I really wish I could, because I would love to be able to celebrate the anniversaries of you guys joining. I think members will be able to see, but yeah. Everybody seems to be doing pretty good. Mimi's asking how everyone is. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just Joram down in the other chat. And he seems to be doing about normal. Okay. Oh, gods. Velour pants on this chair are not a good mix. This is going to be interesting. I had these really cute teal, blue, green velour sweatpants on because it's cold as fuck. Today, my frame says it's a whopping 48 degrees outside. We're thinking around November 7th, Joram. So, all right. We'll figure it out, Joram. All right. Okay. So, T-Rex, what we're doing is, once I get started with the show part here, we will hide the chat from me while I'm actually doing one of the segments. Then we'll pop in and chat for a minute. Then we'll go back. But if we want to talk about something off topic, we save that for the after party. And I have some stuff to talk about there because I need to vent. Yeah, we are recording this part. And then once we stop recording, then we have all kinds of fun. My tooth feels funny. All right. I swear the music in my head is the damn Six Flags commercial from the mid-90s. Dude. That would be awesome. Cool, Raven. All right. Are we ready to get started? I think we're ready to get started. All right. Okay. Ready? We're going to do... Yeah. Holiday time. Any stars? Oh. I forgot to fix that. That's okay. Yep. Oh, shit. Did I not This is today, right? Yes. Okay. I remember creating the content for the holidays and wasn't positive I copy-pasted it. Okay. We have 3 holidays today. We have International Stand Up to Bullying Day, World Hello Day, and a really fun one that we'll get to last. So, International Stand Up to Bullying Day. Today is all about choosing courage over quiet. Whether you're standing up for yourself, for someone else, or for the version of you who didn't have anyone in their corner growing up, your voice matters. We don't tolerate cruelty in this coven. We shine too brightly for that one. We abide by the tolerance paradox. Then it is World Hello Day. A simple hello can shift the whole energy of a space. Say hello with kindness, with curiosity, with that Die the Yoga Witch sparkle. You never know whose life you can brighten just by acknowledging them. So, hello, my beautiful souls. I am so glad you are here. Last but not least, we have Alaska Talo Day. Ah, yes, hello. The mythical moose/sea creature hybrid holiday we didn't know we needed, but absolutely do. Today is for embracing the absurd, laughing at the chaos, and remembering that life gets a hell of a lot easier when we stop taking ourselves so seriously. Channel your inner Alaska Talo and let yourself be weird, wild, and wonderfully you. That is our holidays for today. Oop. Okay. Raven, I am proud of you. Standing up for bullying is never easy, and yes, the frickin' consequences often fall on those of us who are standing up and not on the ones who are actually being the bullies, and it's so fucked up. All right. Yes. Oh, we can chit-chat for a minute, and then we'll move on to cards. Yep. There is a reason I typically refer to the man behind the curtain by anything but his given name when we're on stream. He prefers, much like the Spawn, to remain anonymous, and I respect that. Yeah, he doesn't like to share the government name. And we haven't really come up with a good one for me to use for him other than husband. Hey, you. Honey. When he gets that, he cringes when he hears that tone of voice. Because it's usually followed by, what did you do this time? Nothing. And if it's nothing, what do you want or what do you want to do? Just maybe. We're doing good, John. I love you, honey. Oh, when he gets the I love you like that, he's like, oh, dear God. Who am I bailing out? I love you. Yeah, I love you usually means I really want this shiny, sparkly rock, or can we get another furry child? No, we do not have room or finances for a furry child, another furry child. Oh, I was bullied horribly. I was bullied so horribly. I had acne really bad starting towards the end of 5th grade, so you can imagine what 6th grade was like. Puberty smacked me upside the head round about almost 12. I was 3 months from being 12. So there was that one. And then the fact that my parents managed apartments or we were just flat low income. So my clothes, mind you, hi, femme, always been femme. My clothes were my older brother's hand-me-down. So you can imagine how that went. Go for it. So yeah, I was made fun of horribly. And then add to it the fact that I didn't know I was ADHD and autistic in school. And some of my quirks made me a prime target for bullies. Yeah. Yup. There's a reason I say that I would happily go back and relive the month of May of my senior year of high school. But other than that, I don't want, senior year, would not want to do anything more. Okay, May into June. Because I graduated the 6th of June. But yeah, May was an awesome month. Yup. You know, at one point in time, I did want bigger boobs. I really did. And I have since realized, no, I don't. Yes, I grew up born and raised in Oregon. The man behind the curtain's ex-mother-in-law developed rather large and early and was horribly bullied for it. But no, kids are mean everywhere. Kids are mean everywhere. It's just how they are mean that changes for depending on location. Yep. I was also tall. I was one of the taller girls in the class. Yeah, that didn't go over well. Yeah. Yeah. I have said, I'm going to say this one, and this is the last political statement I'm going to make, hopefully, for the stream. For the show, sorry. Where did my brain go? People keep saying, why isn't Gen X stepping up and taking charge and getting into politics and shit? And my honest to God thought is, you don't want us to. You don't want Gen X, especially here in the States, to step in and take over. No. Good person, Raven. All right, let's move on to the Oracle cards. Existing whilst witchy. Existing whilst witchy. I love her. All right, y'all. Unmet needs and old wounds are bubbling up for someone close to you, stirring fear that they're unloved. Today's reading peeks beneath the surface to reveal what's really going on and how to navigate it with clarity and compassion. Our first card here is someone has unmet needs. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Next, unresolved issues. Last but not least, you don't love me. What do these all say together here? Someone in your world is carrying unmet needs, and those needs are tangling up in old unresolved issues. That mix is making them feel unloved in romance, friendships, even familial connections. Their hurt isn't really about you. It's about what hasn't healed yet. And that, my friends, is our Oracle. All right. Yes. All right. Moving on to tarot cards. A change of heart may stir some loneliness today, but don't let it dim your hope. Love and celebration are much closer than you think, and a long overdue easing of responsibilities is finally on the horizon. So, we start with 8 of Cups. Change of heart. Loneliness. Good things must come to an end. Do not be disillusioned. Four of Rods. Four of Rods says marriage, love, and partnerships. Last but not least, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Boink. A lessening of work or responsibilities and breaking free from a partnership. Woof. Let's see what these guys tell us all together then. The Eight of Cups shows you've had a shift of heart, and it may leave you feeling a bit lonely or wistful. Don't lose hope. Even beautiful chapters eventually close. The Four of Rods rushes in with warmth, love, and the potential for partnership or even marriage. And then the Two of Pentacles reversed brings a welcome easing of your workload or responsibilities, giving you space to breathe again. All right. And now what do all six of them? All right. Now what do all six of them say together? Let's weave it all together into one sacred spiral, my witchlings, a single thread of guidance winding through every single card. Old wounds and shifting emotions stir a little loneliness today, but don't lose heart. Deeper connection, renewed harmony, and a long-awaited easing of burdens are all rising to meet you. All right, here we go. There's someone in your life carrying unmet needs, and those unresolved wounds are coloring how they are seeing everything, even making them fear that they are unloved. The Eight of Cups mirrors this by showing a recent change of heart and a wave of loneliness on the emotional landscape. But don't slip into disillusionment. This is a turning point, not an ending. The Four of Rods brings in connection, celebration, and the promise of love that's real and reciprocal, reminding you that healthier bonds are forming. And with the Two of Pentacles reversed, the weight you've been juggling finally lightens, giving you the space to show up with clarity, compassion, and steadier energy for yourself and the people you care about. I like it. Today's affirmation. All right, our affirmation for the day. I release the weight of old wounds, welcome love in all its forms, and trust that ease, clarity, and connection are flowing toward me now. That is our divination for today. What do y'all think? There we go. Yes, all right. Swear I'm going to chop it all off. All right. Yes, but until the curl pattern sets in and I actually have a good curl pattern, I'm trying to avoid braiding it because that puts an artificial wave pattern. All right. He asked where my braids were. Hey, pirate. All right. Oh, and Abdramadan. Okay. Hello, hello. Scroll up, please, babe. Saw pirate. We have a day. Same pirate. There we go. Okay, so that's Raven. Okay. I am so sorry you're feeling alone, friend. Welcome to our little crew here. Hey, Andrea. Oh, shit. So sorry, babe. I did not mean to yell that. Bad die, no donuts. Hey, Andrea. So you guys have heard me say the bad die, no donuts enough times. I should explain. I was driving past the cop shop in the town I lived in on the other side of the Sound. And there was a bumper sticker on one of the cop cars that someone had snuck up to the cop car and put on the car. And it said, bad cop, no donuts. And my ex-husband and I just thought it was the funniest thing we'd ever seen. Hello, my dad was a cop at one time. And we just kind of, anytime things didn't go the way we were supposed to go, we're like, bad whoever, no donuts. Or something like that. And it just stuck. Oh, some advice. Well, maybe. What the fluff? Oh no, that's right. She just came in. Oh God, Luna just came to say hi because when we went out with them, before we went live, she went out in the backyard and we forgot about her. She's been chilling on the porch having fun. Poor baby girl. I feel so bad now. Thankfully, she's Pitbull Malamute, so she loves hanging out outside. I feel so bad. She does not make noise if she's out on the porch. She'd just sit there and wait for us to open the door. Oh, my poor baby girl. I feel like such a bad dog mom right now. But she loves it, so. She might be a little cold at the moment, though. Okay. Daddy is going to need to take a break from the show for a minute, so we're gonna... Yes. Oh, hi, baby girl. Hey. Don't come say hi to me. Come here. Oh, nope. Oh, God. Hey, you. Sarge. Chill. So you came in just in time for me to tell everybody that we left Luna outside for the last little bit. Nope. I think it snowed on Stevens and Snoqualmie like 2 weeks ago, but I have not heard whether it's done anymore. Terriers are barkers. Apparently there's a little bit of snow dust on the tops of the hills last night. But terriers bark at everything. My Yorkie was horrible about it. Oh my God, I miss him. Do not get me wrong, but that little shit borked at everything and would regularly spring a leak in the kitchen. Thankfully, it was in the kitchen. All right, moving. Yep. All right. All right. Hey, Indra. Hey, kiddo. We're doing good here. We're having a good day. Oh. You gotta come over and see what I made your brother, dude. I am. That's why a lot of my screen names have the 78 at the end of them, because that's when the year I was born, and it works. I think she knows I'm streaming. Because, see, Luna will come and either lay in the doorway or sit in the doorway and watch me. But if I am talking to the computer, she will not come in. As opposed to the other three. Oh, nobody there, but yeah, so. One more thing, and then we'll get on to the self-care. Today is Fuzzbutt's 10-year anniversary of his gotcha day. He came home 10 years ago today, and he was like, da big. We brought him home in a hamster carrier. Ain't so happy. Anyway, shall we start reading the self-care cards? Let's go on to the self-care cards. We have Namaste first. Okay, Namaste here is telling us to relax your face. Gently relax your eyes. In doing so, feel how the rest of your face wants to follow in turn. Let your forehead drop as your jaw and ears float on your head. Now, let your tongue sleep in your mouth. Stress can tighten your face and cause your head to feel tired. Relaxing your face can help you feel less stressed. It is true. And that's Namaste for today. Self-compassion. Self-compassion reminds us of the sweet spot. What is an act of self-compassion and self-care that you can take today that is neither self-denial nor self-indulgence? That's our self-compassion. And now, my problem with the Namaste card saying let your tongue sleep in your mouth, someone in here goes, but what if my tongue wants to sleep on its side? I don't know. We're weird. And then sweet spot, what is an act of self-compassion and self-care that I can take today that is neither self-denial or self-indulgence? I will be taking a hot bath with Epsom salts in it later tonight because that is very much my self-care. It will help me get rid of some of the pain. It is Fuzzbutts Gotcha Day. I don't blame you for disliking your screen name. Yep. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Wish to congratulate you on your successful capture. Yes. He's a good kitty. He's a big kitty. Oh, Mikai. I doubt he's anywhere near your end of town, but I did see the Bob kitten today, so let's keep an eye out for that little friend and not antagonize it. I swear to God, when I saw, Bob kitten, juvenile bobcat, when I saw it this morning with Tookers, it popped out of a spot that me and the blondes had just been in, like 5 minutes before this. And my first thought was, holy shit, it really is about the size of a house cat. Who's bigger, that thing or Fuzzbutt? And then my brain went, yeah, but it just popped out of where Luna was just pooping a couple of minutes ago. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. Keep an eye on Kitty Kitty. I would bring Kitty Kitty inside, but that's me. I'm... Fuzzbuddy is a lovely kitty. He's a good kitty. I keep wanting to look down, but I know he's not at my feet. He is currently curled up in Sarge's bed that has the pet heater. Dude! Okay. I'm going to write that down so I remember to tell you guys in a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Because I know many of us have pets. There we go. Haha. Did we move the goddess? I don't think we moved the goddess. I did not move the goddess. Oops. All right, so since we have to take a minute, pet bed heaters. Oh my God, you can get them from Chewy and you can get them from PetSmart. And they are not super expensive. I think the most expensive one I bought was like $25-30. They don't use a whole lot of electricity, and the animals absolutely love them. I mean, oh my good gods. My furry children will fight over who's going to sleep on the heated bed. Luna thankfully has a big one that it's like this long, so multiple animals can fit on it, but Fuzzbutt and Sarge fight over his bed in the living room because it's heated. I am about to the point that I'm going to acquire a couple more because they love them that much. That's true, Raven. I'm not sure. Yeah, your pets. My pets are bed heaters themselves when they sleep in bed with us. Yeah, Tookers doesn't like the heated bed as much, but Luna, with her hip dysplasia, she loves the heated bed. But yeah, it's so good. And she just blisses out on it. It's awesome. But yeah, the one that is in the bed that Fuzzbutt and Sarge are fighting over, it's like 8x8. It's an 8x8 square. It's small, and it's so perfect, and they love it. Okay, y'all. Yeah, it keeps the pillow warm. Yes. Oh, your dog. You have small floofs. Yes, they will love it. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna flip to here. Yeah. Selfishness. Yeah, and it's not like I can put my hand on the bed and it doesn't feel, or on the, yeah, you can put your hand on the pad directly and it's not, my heating pad gets hotter. So, on low. So, yeah. All right, shall we move on and talk about today's goddess? Because she's pretty freaking cool. All right, next, we honor the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. Okame is the gentle, whoopsie, there we go. Okame is the gentle Japanese spirit of luck, kindness, and inner beauty. Often shown with a sweet, round face and a humble demeanor, she reminds us that good fortune grows from a generous heart. Any place adorned with her mask is said to be blessed with her cheerful, serendipitous energy, making her a quiet but powerful ally for anyone seeking a little extra harmony and grace. As Tori no Ichi approaches, Japan's late November festival of luck and prosperity, Okame encourages you to gather charms, tokens, or sentimental pieces and rake good fortune into your life. Whether you use a broom or simply your hands, move clockwise through your home, calling in her blessings room by room, inviting luck into your kitchen, warmth to your table, comfort to your living space, and renewal to every place you cleanse. Add incense like orange, rose, heather, violet, or allspice to deepen the magic and let her soft smile guide your intentions. And that's our goddess for today. I like her. Sorry. I just fogged my glasses up. Yep, MCAS is definitely being a bitch today. All right. Ow. Fuzzbutt was sticking his nose behind the freaking stove the other night, and I'm like, what are you doing behind the stove, child? Do not tell me we have another mouse. I got reminded, no, he's high. Okay. Doesn't she look adorable? It was a really cute render of her. Cat Farts. Cat Farts does a lot of my goddesses simply because trying to find images of the goddesses every day is more work than I have time for. So I have Cat Farts do it. And because of the fact more often than not there is a rather decent description of the goddess or how she is portrayed in artwork in the book, I just let, Cat Farts have at it. I hate it. Hate using Cat Farts for anything artistic because I would much rather support an actual artist. And once I have enough money, I'm going to commission an artist. I'm going to have an artist on staff just to create all of my goddesses, I swear. All right. Zen. Let's move on to our moment of Zen, my friends. Excuse me. All right. Yep. Our moment of Zen from our Little Book of Zen. We have a quote from Henry Miller and a quote from Jack Kerouac. Henry Miller says, "The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware." And Jack Kerouac reminds us, be in love with your life, every minute of it. Good advice. What do you guys think? That's our moment of Zen for today. Let me know. What are you doing back there? Toba? Oh, God. Oh! Chat GPT. Isn't he awesome? Yeah. Stolen Dreams machine is an amusing story. It is. Okay. As Mike was saying, Chat GPT, if you say it phonetically in French, comes out to cat I farted. And we have this confirmed because of his partner in crime. So, yeah. Yes, you are absolutely correct there, Mike. I don't disagree with you. And like I said, I hate using it for art. I will have it help me write shit, but I hate using it for art. I know too many independent artists. Yep. Poor Fuzzbutt got mad at me the day after you pointed this out to us because I kept walking around the house yelling at him, "Chat noir, je pété!" And he's just like, "Mom, I don't give a fuck." Oh, sorry. Boom, boom. Sorry, y'all. All right. Dum dum. Oh! That is really cool, Rex. Witch Lowell. Why is my brain going Lowell, Indiana? And that's pretty cool that your sister's mother-in-law went to high school with him. It humanizes these people. We put these people up on pedestals because, you know, we only see the best of them most of the time. And then you meet someone who has known them for a while, and all of a sudden they're human. Lowell, Massachusetts. Okay. New England. That explains a lot. All right. Let us do today's closing blessing. Ow, what did I do? All right. All right, y'all. Here is today's closing blessing, my witchlings. No, that's not it. I apparently pasted the wrong shit again. Give me a second. I lost my shit. Or I remember pasting it, but I must have pasted over it. All right, so here we go. Here's today's closing blessing, my witchlings. May you move through the rest of your day with a soft face, an open heart, and a spirit that knows it is worthy of love and ease. May Okami's joy light your path, and may awareness wrap around you like a gentle breeze. Go in peace, my witchlings, spread love, joy, and kindness, and as always, blessed be and namaste. That's our blessing. And, Perfect timing, my friends. It's time to wrap up the show for the day. So, with the extinguishing of the candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors who chose to join us. All right, now before we go, a quick little reminder. This channel here is entirely supported by the Witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here, just magic and love. So, like, share, and subscribe. And if you're feeling so moved, hit that join button and join the membership. Now let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate. Let's please try to be beacons of hope and light for those lost in the dark. And while you are at it, tell your loved ones, whether they walk on two legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide with scales, or tiptoe on tiny paws and claws, that they are absolutely precious to you, because those moments slip away far faster than we expect, and those last goodbyes often come way too soon. And please, if you take only one thing away from this entire thing, please always, always, always remember, my witchlings. You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. And your purpose here is real, even if you have yet to figure it out. I was 45 before I did. I love you guys to bits. Namaste, witchlings. Hello, 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 hello. I'm grabbing a candle because we just burned up today's. So, I'm right here. Just not as graceful as usual. Hey. Over there. Alright, there we go. Can I touch it? I can touch it. Oh, hello. Alright. You can't touch this. Pop up. Die. Nice. I did not know that you listen to that song while you're editing. Apparently the man behind the curtain listens to You Can't Touch This while he's editing my videos. Love it. Hammer time. Yes. Okay. It melted enough. Right. Ugh. Oh, God. Godsmack. Yeah, you listen to all the shit that I never listened to because yeah. Yup. See, she bitched about us listening to anything but country. She let the boys get away with it. But when I started doing it when I was in 6th grade, oh dear God, I was, evil incarnate at that point. Referring to my incubator. Nice. It's always fun when we meet kin out in the wild, Weirdly enough, my munchkin was sent down to Oregon to live with my former best friend because we needed to get them out of the town we live in for multiple reasons. And they went to a military charter school. And we were down at their 8th grade graduation and stumbled across a fellow witch there, and it was kind of cool. Oh yes. You are so sweet, Raven. We have our pack. So I still only have the broken one. This dog sleeps so weird. So, my rant topic. A group of members of Congress, House and Senate, all Democrats, made a video aimed at active duty military personnel, basically telling them, you do not have to obey an illegal order. You are actually required to not obey an illegal order. There was something else said. Shit. They were basically, this entire video was reminding our military personnel to uphold their oath. I solemnly swear to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Right? Right. And so, the fascist Cheeto took to his own personal social media page to say that this was seditious conduct and should be treated as treason. And when someone responded to him by saying they should be hung, that's what George Washington would do, the dumbass retweeted it or, reshared it, which implies, very explicitly implies, that he agrees. So it is not too much of a reach here to say that the fascist Cheeto is essentially calling for the death of some Democratic leaders, simply because they reminded our military personnel that their oath is to the Constitution, not the Commander-in-Chief. And every fucking comment section I have seen about anybody discussing this is absolutely full of people agreeing that they should be hung for telling our military personnel to remember that their oath is to the Constitution, not the president, and because of this, they do not have to follow illegal orders. But then the question becomes, who decides if they're illegal? Very simple. That would be, as Mike said, the judges at Nuremberg, or how about the fucking Geneva Convention? The Geneva Convention is what decided what is cruel and inhumane, what is a lawful order, what is an unlawful order, and just... I was looking at the comments section because I was showing the video to the man behind the curtain, unaware that he had already seen most of it. I'm sitting here watching it and just scrolling through the comments and seeing all of the people agreeing, and I am physically becoming nauseated by that. I mean, both streams can see the flag thing here. That is my oath of enlistment. I keep reminding people, I swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now, the biggest enemy to my Constitution that I swore to uphold and defend is sitting in the fucking Oval Office. And people are agreeing with him. People who are former military are agreeing with him. I don't get it. That's true. But this is not the country that I enlisted to support and defend. I will straight up say that. And it has nothing to do with whether it's a Republican in office or a Democrat in office. Yes, my entire time in the service, we had a Democratic president. I served under Clinton. But... yeah. Darkfish. I have... I am under a lot of distress with that. I guess is the only way to explain it. Because I am infuriated. I am nauseated. I am shocked. I am hurt. I am just... there is so much. You're not wrong there, Mike. Mike says parties don't matter. They're all assholes. Being slimy comes with the job. If a politician isn't slimy when they get into office, give it a week. Exactly. There are days when I can tell this is my child. No, they're not. I haven't seen that they're trying to dismantle Snap, but they do expect everybody to reapply, and that just, again, it's a J, babe. EMOJI. No shit. Yeah, Mike. The reason that happened, the reason we have him back is as much as we want to think that our country has gotten past the racism and the sexism, we can't. And I can't even. And I hate that phrase, but I know that the fascist Cheeto is the pendulum swinging the opposite direction from having elected Obama. I get that. And if I can understand that, I don't understand how the powers that be couldn't. And when they decided to run Kamala against the fascist Cheeto, nobody thought about the fact, after not figuring out the fact that the reason we ended up with him in the first place was a combination of a woman running against him and the backlash from having elected a black man as president. I mean, it was predictable that this was what was going to happen. And I don't get it. And then there are the wide swaths of people who voted directly against their best interests, women, low income. I want to say, how can people be so freaking stupid? But I grew up with my mother, so I know. Oh, hey, that's what I'm looking for. Not that. But I don't get. We do. Mike is saying we need to dismantle the Electoral College. Yep. The Electoral College mattered. The Electoral College mattered when it took weeks for all of the votes to get into one place to be checked, counted, etc., etc. It's not as it is not as important these days now that we can share information instantaneously. Also, something else that we need is to have full representation, because the number of representatives in both halves of Congress, that's true. The numbers of representatives in Congress has not changed in like 100 years, I think it is, and the population of this country has a lot. So, we need to add seats. And I don't know who needs to be told this, but it needs to happen. And there is a big part of me that cannot wait until we are no longer dealing with this particular administration and have managed to process most of the fallout, because I am getting so freaking fed up with talking politics on my show when I just want to have a fun time here. But right now I can't not discuss it, because as a non-straight, non-Christian woman in this country today, my mere existence is political. Yes, he wants to take us back to a time when women are not allowed to do a goddamn thing. When women were property and broodmares. Yes. Yes, Andrea, exactly. My thing there is, if someone actually takes him out, they're going to martyrize him. They're going to turn him into a martyr, and things are just going to get worse. Now, if he happens to keel over from natural or semi-natural causes, do what?
They'll use him to recreate Jesus.
That is true. They are going to attempt to use him to recreate Jesus in the Bible. How they plan on reanimating that dead corpse, I don't know, but I enlisted in the military because I loved my country, and because I wanted an education, and because I wanted out of an abusive family. But I love my country. I was brought up as the daughter of a veteran, granddaughter of 2 veterans, and we were taught to be patriotic and to love our country and to, serve our country in one way or another. And they're destroying it. Oh, Shady Vance is worse. Straight up. But yeah. Yes, Mike. I actually, as I was scrolling through videos to listen to while I was getting ready today, mind you, I should not be doing that, I came across one where there was a rally talking about impeachment again. And honestly, at this point, I honestly think the Republicans, most of them might actually agree to it. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene has already defected. I am pretty sure Bobert has defected. There are a few others whose names don't come to mind right now who have kind of started seeing the light. And there's hope. Yeah, exactly, Raven. Violence is not the answer. It might be in this case. And I hate that. But I agree with Mike, though, that we need to yank his ass out of office and stuff him in prison. Well, until the Christians corrupted it and turned it into a symbol of faith, the cross was actually an implement of torture. So I don't get it. I mean, these are people who claim to be Christian, right? They follow God's law. They follow the Word of God. They follow the Bible. But yet, they don't. They are doing exactly what the Bible says not to do. And when you point out to them that they are the ones whose tables Jesus would be flipping in the temples, they get pissed off at you. How dare you? How dare you, say that about Jesus or say that about me? I'm a good Christian. Maybe you need to read your good book a couple more times, cover to cover, and actually pay attention to what is being said, particularly in the New Testament, because, even though you guys like to cherry pick your verses, the New Testament is the one that says, love one another. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. That which you have done for the least of these, you have done for me. Those verses all come from the New Testament. Jesus was an anarchist hippie. Exactly. Jesus was a long-haired liberal hippie, woke long-haired liberal hippie, who hung out with prostitutes. He hung out with the disease-ridden, the downtrodden, the poor. Those were the people that he ministered to. It is easier for a cow or for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to pass through the gates of heaven. These people who swear they're good Christians and they follow the good book and all of that shit have very, very obviously never read it. And I am so fucking frustrated by that. And then the fact that we have the Constitution very, very explicitly states there is to be a separation of church and state, and there will never be a government ordered religion, a state religion. But he's trying. Yep, they think they're rich because they're good Christians. They have fallen for the prosperity gospel. If you are a good enough Christian, God will reward you. And that is why they feel entitled to treat the people who are poor the way they do. Dinah, that was a mistranslation. That was, an adult shall not lie with a child the way they would a spouse. It says nothing about homosexuality anywhere in the Bible. Did not until 1964. The hinting that a man shall not lie with another man came from, King James's advisors who didn't like that he had a boyfriend. So, before you start quoting your Bible at me, you might want to make sure you're not quoting your Bible at someone who lived with an expert theologian. I am a witch now, but I have not been a witch my entire life. I don't fuck around with it. I don't play with it. You don't fuck with my queer family and friends. Yup. You're good, Mikey. Yep. And then the version, the King James's, yes, was political. And then the evangelicals, I think, are the ones who decided to retranslate the New English version so that it said, "Thou shalt not lie with another man," or whatever it is. So yeah. I very strongly recommend everybody attend Monty Mater's Bible studies classes because the woman knows her shit. Yep. Thank you, Mike. Took the words right out of my mouth. Please get the fuck out of my head just for 5 minutes. It's a little bit quieter without you there. We have lost. Yep, we came back, T-Rex. Actually, I don't think we've lost the originals. I have a feeling that a lot of the originals that are quote-unquote lost are sitting in the catacombs at the Vatican. Going back to they barely, yep, cheerleaders. There is a reason that cheerleaders, high school cheerleaders, are required to wear bloomers. Because their skirts are too short, and if they do not have bloomers on, everybody's seeing the color of the day. And am I the only one who's watched Grease, the movie Grease, or anything that shows cheerleaders in the 60s or so? Hell, anybody looked at their grandparents, or in my case, parents, high school yearbooks. The cheerleaders of the 60s, their skirts were ankle length. To an extent, well, Mike, I don't disagree with you, but cheerleading was created as a sport so that the girls had something to do while the boys were out there actually playing sports. Then we discovered that girls can be athletic as well, and then they started letting boys onto the cheer teams. And yes, I put it in quotes when I first said it, but please do not doubt for 1 microsecond that cheerleading is not a sport. Give me a minute to get to my point. Cheerleading is just as athletic as football. I mean, come on. Cheerleading integrates gymnastics, dance, and something else that I now can't remember. Acrobatics, thank you. Into their routines. So, no. Saying cheerleading is not a sport, no. However, the reason I put air quotes around it is, well, back when they were first doing cheerleading, it was their sport. Okay. Left my job in Oklahoma City, left my semi, and came to Hampshire. Ooh. Good. I'm glad he's doing better. T-Rex went to Gettysburg recently, and I am kind of jealous. Yeah, technically we didn't leave, T-Rex. We just took a break for me to recenter, reset, and figure out who's not snoring behind me. My dog is broken. He sleeps funny and snores. But yeah, for future reference, when we finish off the show and go through the outro like that, it's just a brief break, either so I can hit the head, make a cup of coffee, or figure out what animal is doing what, and then we come right back. It is very much, yeah, And that because this part of the stream we don't record as part of the episode. All right, so whoa, who's saying? Okay. Well, they are wearing shirts underneath despite school dress codes. Yep. It's not prostitution. I agree with Mike there, but it is advertising the wares. Yeah, the guys, the footballs slap their teammates on the ass. Sexual exploitation and not. Thank you. Yes, that works. It is definitely sexual exploitation. Okay, Gettysburg was mind-blowing. Had to see it to really fathom. 7 million small arms rounds in 3 days. 35,000 artillery. And it's just a small village. It is. Oh, we're having an interesting dichotomy here. In one, we're talking about American history. In the other, we're talking politics. Not complaining. I love the conversations I have with my witchlings. Oh, that could be fun, Mike. Actually, your own high school I think still has, some pretty amazing male cheerleaders, which I love it. My high school did. My high school, mind you, I graduated in 1995. There was a young man who was a year behind me. His birthday is 6 days after mine. Who was our first highliner, which was the name of our dance team. And he also, the year after I graduated, so it would have been his senior year, he was our first male cheerleader. And I am just loving it. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mimi. Yeah, having their uniforms do fun things with the acrobatic motion. It would be cool if they were like shiny, like the gymnastics uniforms that they wear at the Olympics and shit. All right, hey, Di, if Trump was in front of me right now, what would I say to him? Fornicate away and be deceased. And leave my loved ones alone when you do. Hey, Hazel. I stayed next to the gal's house where she was baking bread and took one through the kitchen door. Aww. Oh, yep. Oh, the EMP recorders, yes. Or EMF recorders, sorry. Boom. Ha-ha. Yay, Macarena. Ha. You're good, Mimi. Ha, ha, ha. Coffee. Coffee would be good. I must be gentle with the coffee. Whoopsie. Apparently this is an oracle deck. It's about the chakras. I'm going to look at that later, but tonight, after we are done with this, I am going to be revamping my Who's a podcast script. That's the word I'm looking for. How is it Thursday? Thank you, Andrea. Oh, I was saying I got to be careful with it because I don't have any soda in the office right now. It's all out in the other room. But I do have a water. I can live with that. Let's see. What is my news that I need to share with the witchlings today? I know there's some. Come here, you. Pop. Hey, it works. I like that. I like that. Back in 95, the girls had longer cheerleader outfits. I know the cheerleaders at my school had to wear bloomers. Hold on. I'm envisioning someone I knew well in her uniform. I want to say my classmate's cheerleader skirt was like maybe 2 inches above her knees. Now they come to mid-thigh and they really have to have the bloomers. Good to hear you're doing okay, Hazel. But yeah. Ugh. Now they're just long enough to cover the ass. And I just nope. I nope. I'm there is a part of me that is incredibly grateful that my munchkin did not actually end up a cheerleader the way they wanted to at one point. Because I just cannot imagine people looking at my child in so little clothing. But there is also the aspect of it where I comprehend that the reason they have basically no skirt is because of how active they are and the moves that they do. So, yeah, they are. They're basically, he just said they're basically in leotards, and my brain is like, but you know what would work better? Just actually put them in gymnastics style leotards and then throw the skirt on, I have known a few really amazingly kind and sweet cheerleaders. However, overall, yes, cheerleaders are freaking snobs. Have a friend and neighbor who is a cheerleading coach, national champion level teams, originally from Kansas, soon to be a Finn. Yeah. Oh, cheerleading coaches. Cheerleading coaches are one of two camps. They're either really awesome people, really encouraging, really kind, and all of that, or they're complete and utter douche canoes, kind of like gymnastics coaches. Yes! Split skirts would be awesome. Culottes. That's what they're called. Culottes would be great for cheerleading, especially the short ones. Yeah, or just not sexualizing it, everyone and everything. Because, I mean, come on, have you guys watched some of the routines these teenage cheerleaders are doing? I have seen less suggestive routines on a stage. So, a burlesque stage or another stage with a pole in the middle of it. Depending on who was dancing. That could be fun too, Mike. And that at least would be, kind of fun to watch as they're dancing. Hey, it's cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere. I said, hey, it's cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere. I wonder how many people out there know what I'm doing. How many recognize it? Mike might. No, it's brr. It's cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere. What? It's a thing. It's a real thing. Da, 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 da. Yes! Jayhawk has a foot in both camps. Yeah. Oh, no, that wasn't mine. It's from, as Hazel said, it's from Bring It On. And it's one of the few that they did not steal from the black team. So the black team did it. Good movie. There's a second one, too. Jayhawk is not his real name for the... we figured, yep. Oh, no. I actually don't remember any of the cheerleading routines I learned because I was way too young. I have some memories from that age, but none of them are from the cheerleading, so that's kind of amusing. Yep. It's a good movie. I can see the actress's face, but I can't come up with her name. Kirsten Storm played the main white girl. Kristen Storm, anyway, played the blonde. And the bitch Slayer, whose name I can't remember, actress or character, was the main character of the movie. But, was Monica the head of the... Anyway. Basically what? Sort of, kind of, half-assed, yes. It's a good movie. It's fun to watch. And that particular cheer is a millennial thing, which, well, they are. Half the time, yes. But see, some of them grow up to be halfway decent people. Although I wonder why I'm saying that about the person I am. She's Mormon. But in her defense, she did apologize to me for the way she treated me when we were in high school. Do I have HBO or did I have HBO or Cinemax? No kidding, T-Rex. Okay, so T-Rex is asking if I had HBO or Cinemax. Remember, kids had to stay up late and sneak to see graphic stuff. Now they can just watch it anytime. Not entirely wrong. And yes, we had HBO, Showtime, and Cinemax. And I remember we had our first channel was channel 2, but if you managed to convince the cable box to go to channel 1, it would show everything that was on either HBO or Cinemax, and it wasn't pixelated and shit. And it would even get around the parental controls because, you know, my parents decided to lock down the good stuff. Some cheerleaders are elitist as fuck, but a lot of them are also, as Raven is saying, really awesome people. Excuse me. They do. Finland also has a much more positive youth sports program than we do. I can only remember 2 of the girls who were cheerleaders when I was in high school. One of them being my classmate. She was in my grade. She's the Mormon. And the other one ended up not being able to be a cheerleader her junior year and senior year because she got pregnant at the end of the middle of sophomore year. In Florida, we had before cable, we had 4 channels. Our news was WGN from Chicago. Sounds about right. The Fourth Turning. That sounds interesting, T-Rex. T-Rex is asking, have you read or studied The Fourth Turning? I believe it just cultures change. Yep. Yeah. Mousy, come here. Boom, boom, boom. That makes sense. Raven saying that youth sport culture in Finland is unfortunately in a bit of a bind for lack of people and funding. G, you came into what we refer to as the after party, chilling with the Witchlings. This is where I just sit here and chit chat with my followers for whatever reason. But the first half of the show is me doing the Daily Divination and Self-Care, where I read Tarot, Oracle. I have a couple of self-care cards. We have a Goddess of the Day. And that pretty much is it. And we just chill out, do that, and have some fun afterwards. I will tell you, we abide by the tolerance paradox here. We do not tolerate intolerance. We are a queer-friendly space. We do not deal with racism, sexism, ableism, any of the isms. Half of us are either spoonies, high, chronically ill, and there's at least 3 chronically ill people in my chat right now. We have a number of trans and non-binary people, and a fuck ton more just straight up queer. Hi, that would be me as well. So we welcome any race, creed, color. We're pretty cool until you start being an asshole. At which point, my mods and Arnold will find you with the Ben Hama.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Of course. Sorry, my man behind the curtain was being a little slow on the draw there. I am also a coffee fiend, and if I'm not drinking coffee, it's Dr. Pepper, cream soda. I'm not reading anymore. I can take the covering. Yep. And sit. When I'm drinking my coffee, it's always a good excuse to show you guys the link to my Buy Me a Coffee, where I share all sorts of stuff that's witchy or yoga-ish, because I'm a yoga witch, yoga instructor, and practicing witch. All sorts of fun. I feel so horrible this week. Mind you, I am not blaming having had the person who was here for any of this. I'm just all discombobulated because we had someone spend the entire weekend with us. And while I got the newsletters set up and ready on time, I did not get any of this week's posts on any of the media done. So none of the Sanskrit of the Week posts, none of the Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon, Substack, none of that got shared. I am hoping to do all of that tonight after podcast. Also, for those of you who are new here, in just a little over an hour, we will be going back live with the Yoga Witches Cauldron podcast. Please come back for that tonight. I'm going to look. What is our subject tonight? Tonight. I'll see my love tonight. Points to anybody who can name that one. Samiksa and the wisdom of the year is what we are talking tonight. I'm actually in a pretty good mood overall, though. Yep. So, but I have to flesh out my script because, as usual, I forgot to actually create the script today, or for today. So, yeah, we're doing stellar in this house right now. My brain is so fried. There we go. Bloop. No, I don't watch Hell of a Boss. Oh my God, did I really go? Spielberg just released it a couple years ago and won awards for it. I think. I'm curious. Give me a second to see. 2021. Yes, it's West Side Story. It's the song that Maria and what's his name sing together. It's from West Side Story, T-Rex. Tony. Ooh, Young Guns 3 is coming out. That'll be cool. T-Rex says he's heard that Young Guns 3 is coming out. I am super forking excited about Practical Magic 2 coming out. West Side Story is amazing. I haven't seen the new version of it. I am familiar with the original version, which was, oh God, I can see her face, but I cannot come up with her name. Not Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood was Maria. I am thinking Rita Moreno as Anita, who is Maria's older sister. Hold on. I just saw something interesting here that I want to find out. He is Amber Tamblin's father. Okay. That's cool as hell. All right, anyway. West Side Story is awesome. I love the music. Sandra Bullock. What about Yes. Sandra Bullock's movie. Ooh, Emilio Estevez was talking about it. Okay, if Emilio's talking about it, I will believe that it might actually happen. Yes, Sandy Bullock. The entire primary cast for Practical Magic came back for Practical Magic 2. So Sandy Bullock, Nicole Kidman, T-Rex was asking. So Sandy Bullock, Nicole Kidman, Stockard Channing and Diane Wiest are all coming back. And the guy, I believe, if memory serves, the guy who played the cop. But hold on. PRAC, Practical Magic 2. Okay. No, I don't. It doesn't show what I need. So, don't. Yep. Nope. We don't have a full cast list yet. Only that the sisters and the aunts are going to be back. I'm so excited about it, though. See, I miffed. I didn't know it was happening. Had I known it was happening, I would have convinced one of the bonus kids to drive my ass up to Whidbey Island so I could see some of it. The original West Side Story is amazing. One Hand, One Heart is one of the first songs I learned to sing. God, that was an amazing song. What are you doing, child? What were you two doing in the bedroom? Hi, yes, you. What are you doing? Which him, Hazel? The guy who played Tony? Wow. Your sister is the same age as the youngest of my brothers. That's kind of cool. T-Rex just commented his sister's older, class of 88. Yep. I remember my brother thinking it was so cool where he graduated in 88 that he could just draw 2 8s on the window with his fingers. The weirdest things I remember. Gotta love human brains. Great. Yep. Come on, brain. You were saying something. Where'd it go? Dredge that back up out of the memory. Yeah, trying to figure out, Hazel, was it the guy who played Tony or somebody else? Oh, Emilio Estevez, I'll bet. Yeah. Oh, gremlins are so cool. T-Rex's sister had a gremlin. Guitar time, fun time at the Raven House. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Something else I watched. I haven't quite finished it. I think I have like 10 minutes left of it. Speaking of Emilio Estevez, let's talk about his brother. Oh, yes! He was cool. Charlie, there is a documentary out there about Charlie Sheen that he created. And I used to really, really, really like him. Then all of that bullshit went down with him a few years back, and everybody just kind of went, yeah, no more. But there was that part of me that adores his dad and his brother as actors, and him. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and watch it. Yeah, the tiger blood thing, T-Rex. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and watch it. And holy shit, does a lot of his stuff make sense now. And wow, Denise Richards, his ex-wife, who was a Bond girl, I mean, she was the it girl for a while. She did not age well. I didn't recognize her when they first started interviewing her. I'm like, holy shit. Because she was gorgeous back in the day. Woke is one way of describing it. But the amount... trying to figure out how to word this. Watching his father live through this. Oi. Oh, goodness. Watching his father because, oh boy. That's painful. Amen, Andrea. The Raven House sounds like a combination band, house, and restaurant. I am agreeing with you on how phony she's been appearing. No, T-Rex, no, he didn't have a hard time. I'm trying not to cry talking about it because I can empathize with him. He loves his kids. And he did everything he could. And it's so just heartbreaking. He blames himself. And dude, do I know that feeling. The Raven House sounds like something that comes out of the kids watch the cartoon. Owl House. The Raven House sounds like your next door neighbors to the Owl House. But yes, I have seen a few things about the widow, and we have all seen the picture of her and Shady Vance hugging at the memorial. I know a large number of people who are putting bets on how long it's going to take for him to file for divorce from his Indian wife. And you know, which she? Kirk's widow? Ditched Shady Vance? Huh. Ah, okay. Okay, so apparently there is some question as to whether that the video that we all saw the hug in was correct. Apparently it was AI generated and modified it. Yes, Aiden Quinn. Oh God, he did used to be so cute. I know I've seen him recently. And I don't know if he came back. Aiden Quinn. There he is. Okay. Well, his last thing was the Gettysburg Address. That's supposed to come out this year. Oh, he was on Blue Bloods for an episode. Cool. Ah, he was a main character on Elementary, so that gives me a little more reason to watch Elementary. Exactly! They could go into business together! I mean... I can see the witch's face, but I cannot come up with her name. I can remember Luce's name. Yes! He was in Elementary! He played a cop. And I know my son isn't in there anymore because he just spit out the witch's name already. Luce is the girl, the human girl. What the fuck is the witch's name? Thank you, Ida. Yeah. So, yep, thank you. You took long enough to root that one out of my head for me. But I can totally see Luce and Ida jamming out on guitars and drums. Yep. Yeah, I just saw that myself, Raven. Let's see. Yep, it's been too long since I watched it because there's a third character that would be the drummer, and I can't remember what he is, but I know, yeah. Brain is braining. Yes, King. King is the demonic little critter. I gotta watch that show. Rock violin. I like it. Rock violin. Anyway. Okay, he's a god. I think I got halfway through the first season and got distracted and haven't picked it back up. I need to, though. Is that a scratch? It is. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all. We just hit 2 hours, and I have 1 hour between now and the start of podcast. I have 3 furry children who want to go out and pee, even though one of them stayed outside for far too long. And then I gotta flesh out my script. So I am going to bid you all a fond farewell for the afternoon, or at least for this show. So please, let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There's already enough darkness and hate. Please, let's try to be beacons of hope and light for those who are lost and stumbling in the dark. And then tell your loved ones, whether they walk on 2 legs, fly on wings, curl up with fur, glide with scales, or tiptoe on tiny paws and claws, that they are absolutely precious to you. Moments slip away far faster than we expect, and those last goodbyes often come way too soon. And if you take only one thing out of this wonderful couple of hours with me, I want you to always, always, always remember: you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you genuinely do have a purpose here, even if you haven't figured it out yet. I was 45 before I did. I love you guys to bits. Namaste, my witchlings. Awesome, John. Yay!